Being only 19, I felt like I was aging far too fast. I mean, I would wake up and have less hair every day, and it really bothered me, and it got to the point where my confidence was tremendously affected. Before I started to book a visit at the studio, I had all kinds of feelings of anxiety running through my veins, and I wasn't sure that this was the best choice for myself. So I set up a consultation with a professional, and they explained a lot of the concerns and fears that other individuals had, and was somebody gonna comment on it? Are they gonna look at me different because I got a surgery? And that isn't the case, because I'll tell you, right after you get it, you don't care what people say, because at the end of the day, you're bringing back some life to yourself. And being only 23, I want to get on top of my future now, instead of waiting for it to happen. And I've always struggled with a receding hairline since I was very young. So to know that I had the power to change my own destiny was tremendous. So after my consultation, I waited about a year. I looked over the options and went from studio to studio, and I felt that this was just the decision that I needed to make, and whether it was going to be a success or not, I didn't quite know. The procedure itself went very smooth. I was more comfortable than I had ever been in any kind of setting in an office or a studio or a doctor's office. After the surgery, the downtime recovery process wasn't a lot to handle. You can't do a lot in the initial first weeks, but I did end up going back to work about 2 weeks after, and I was able to function normally. I just had to avoid lifting stuff up like you would do on an average recovery process from a surgery. I saw a huge difference in my hairline and the receding part of my scalp, and I was so joyful. There's no other kind of explanation I can tell you. And I did, after having this first surgery, decide later on, about a year and a half, 2 years later, to get a second one. And here I am 6 months after, and I couldn't be more thankful. Some people noticed, and the people that really knew me, my friends and family that I see day in and day out, they were in awe at the results I had. If you wake up in the morning and feel that each day you're looking at yourself differently because of losing your hair or receding hairline, whatever it may be, male pattern baldness, I'd say, make an appointment with a consultant and, ask every question that you have. It changed my life, so I know it can change yours.